right, folks, this is the tax march in Houston, Texas. This is serious. I'm going to walk around a bit. I'll see you a little later, okay? I'll be back. All right. All right, this is a tax march here in Houston. We're taking care of video. And here we have Fran. Fran is everywhere. All right. Going. Hello guys, how y'all doing? These are anybody who believes, how you doing? How you doing? Anybody who believes that the revolution has ended or that people are losing their gumption, they just have to see this, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. How you doing, man?
Well,
you tell me that. What are you saying?
I'm asking you, what are you saying? Anybody who believes?
Well, there are actually some people that are saying that the resistance is starting to wane.
No.
Is the resistance waning?
I don't believe that it is. I think we're really just ramping up.
But you know what? I want people to take a break because it really starts in 2018. Yes, we have some elections that we have to take care of right now, but don't you think it starts in 18?
I think it does, and we're going to still be there, and we're going to be going strong in 2018.
Absolutely. Let me see your sign. Nice, nice. Thank you. Let me walk around. All right, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. Anybody who thinks the resistance is waning, they just need to come out here and see what we are seeing out here. This is Houston, Texas. It's the City Hall. And here we are, people of the resistance. Absolutely so. And then, of course, we have the bird. Well, not the bird. What is it called? Okay. So it's quite a few people out here. I'm going to go see the bird. Okay.
Oh, probably so.
All right. And actually, well, of course, you have the cops out there. They follow us around for every single activity that we have. And by the way, for folks who are waiting for Politics Done Right today, we won't be having Politics Done Right because what we're doing today is full-fledged activism. So Politics Done Right will be on hiatus today. And here we have the bird. And folks taking pictures with the bird. And of course this is one of the owners of the bird, Chris Black.
Hi.
How you doing, Chris?
Very good.
Nice to see you. What's going on?
I am tired.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
I know you're exhausted. You're probably
4 hours of
miserable.
sleep. Setting him up was interesting.
Did you get all the generator and everything running perfectly?
Yes. As you can see,
Are you gassed up?
we're gassed up, 5 gallons, we're ready to go all day.
What have you been burning? About a gallon an hour?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And we should be good for the town hall meeting as well.
Right.
It's going to be such a long day.
Well, I tell you what, you and Ellie pulled off an excellent event because if you take a look, folks, we are north of easily, I think we're probably approaching over 700 people. By the time this is over, I'm pretty darn sure we'll be at 1,000 or more.
We had like 1,300 hits on the website yesterday.
1,300 hits, okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that we're... Hi, Darius Kichoy, how are you doing? Great to see all of you guys here. We're going to be kind of live streaming some of this, but also I better get to the program. Nice seeing you, Chris.
See you later, bud.
All right. Hi.
Hi.
We're not sure about just how many of us demand to see his tax return. to us here yet, but I think the turnout is amazing. There was a time change. I wanted to let you know I think a lot more of us will trickle in. We had a couple issues with the time, so don't get discouraged. I think there will be a lot more of us. We also do have some legal
How you doing,
observers
brother? Pretty good.
here.
Good.
They're in blue vests. If you have any trouble, please feel free to reach out to them, but they will not be interacting with us. They came on short notice, so shout out to them.
I don't think so.
There's about 16 or 18 of them here.
Oh,
Out of all my ladies.
we need more.
Also,
You're going to have to juice them up now.
Call us today, and they're here to work with us, so if you have any
Diana's
trouble,
here somewhere.
they're on our side.
But what happens is, a lot of people it's time for folks to take a break. And that
A lot
is
of
okay.
people believed in this cause, and there was a cause for
that's
fighting
good.
for it.
If you want to get a lunch after this,
Yeah,
let's go to lunch.
Before we march, we'd like
But
to
I'm
give these
here.
groups who
I
helped
have a
us
car.
Yeah, but I
spread
have
the
to get to
word
my
about our
car.
I'll take you to your
a little
car.
bit of
We
time
can
to
eat
tell you
Heights. We
why
can
they
eat
felt this
Lola's.
was something we're
What is
supporting
Lola's?
and to
It's
get the
awesome.
word out about
It's a little
their
diner
group.
thing.
So
Okay, so
joining us
I'm
today
on a diet, but I don't mind
from-
having a salad. But let me see how this stuff works out. See if I can see what Greg is doing
Well,
first. We got Greg one,
joining
and then
us
maybe the three of us can
from
do
Houston
something.
area
Okay.
progressives is John
In fact,
Miller.
maybe you can come out and park at Church Place in the house, and then we go off. You're not going back to Kingwood.
Nothing like going first, right?
All right, that's what we'll do then.
Okay, my name is Jonathan Miller, and I'm actually representing Houston area
You have my
progressives
number.
and
So
our
maybe what we'll
revolution
do is,
today. And I wrote down this one because there's had a lot of feelings
actually-
about this. I want to make sure I got it right. So please excuse me
Hold on,
reading from my
Teresa.
phone. In the wake of the revolution, Americans said taxation without representation is tyranny. While in the era of Trump, taxation with poor representation is tyranny.
515-0359.
Trump didn't win the popular vote, but doesn't even represent his voters. He only represents himself. With his golf trips to Mar-a-Lago or using the government to profit himself and his family. Even though Trump is a textbook case of narcissistic tyranny, it is rampant across the states. In Texas, we have a governor and 2 senators that don't represent us or you. They use our taxes to keep their friends rich and to take away our rights that we pay for and we work for.
It's Teresa Allen.
Trump and his cronies say we need to go to war,
Teresa?
that we can drop a $30 million bomb, but we can't have roads or bridges in Texas. So, Trump, we say to you, show us your taxes! Our revolution in Houston area progressives are working to change the conversation on all levels. Put the pressure on. Ask every Republican that you see, you're in charge now. What are you doing about the deficit? Why are taxes going to bombs?
Teresa, this is
Why are golf trips more important than PBS?
I'm here right in front of the stage. So come find me, but I'm recording with my phone right
So
now.
once again, my
I'll
friends,
talk to you
we
later.
march today
Thank you.
because we want Trump to show us his taxes. Thank you.
All right, we do have another speaker, but I was told to clarify. Our legal observers are here as neutral third parties, just so you know. Joining us up next from Art Takes Action Houston is Ronald L. Jones. They've helped us a lot to get some of these really great signs up. He's going to come up and tell you a little bit about his group.
Girls have bras for my phone in my bra.
You guys
I'm
are
a little
bad.
tall.
But now I have a square boob.
So then it fits right then. We got the phone is rectangular.
No,
All right,
it's
I'm
like
going to
a
read something to
square
you all.
boob, though.
Explain
I
a little
don't
bit
like
about
that
the group that
either.
I'm representing today.
Behave yourself.
I can't put it in my front pocket. It's going to fall out.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay, sorry.
But I'm with you.
Okay. All right, my name is Ronald Jones. Please. All right. My name is Ronald Jones. I'm here representing, I'm speaking on behalf of Art Takes Action today in Houston. For all of you that don't know, Art Takes Action Houston is an informal coalition of artists, art enthusiasts, and those working within the art industry here in Houston. We are a community dedicated to the preservation of freedom of speech, political action to be made possible by the collaborative efforts of both artists, art activists, artist and activist communities within the greater Houston area. Through coordinating with existing activist groups, we hope to influence politics, policy, utilizing our collective resources, and working to inspire the arts community toward more creative and productive political action. So, we were approached by Tax March Houston to provide any kind of resource that we possibly had, which is art, since we're all artists. We came together at Art League to create about 30 signs that you can potentially pick up over here in the corner. We're here today to say to Donald Trump to show us your taxes. We are here standing in solidarity with all of you. I just want to say thank you.
With MT Community Services. They were one of the first events that we appeared at out in Montgomery County at a pro-immigrants march out on a bridge in Conroe. And they were very welcoming to us, and we want to say thank you to them by giving them a little bit of time. Can you hear me? How are you doing, Houston? Are we awake yet? Are we awake yet? Okay. So my name is Mara Montalvo, and I am here on behalf of MT Community Services. We are an organization in Montgomery County, and as you may know, Montgomery County is really red, so we have a lot of work out there. And okay. So what our main goal is, we are working on educating the community on how to get politically active. Montgomery County is ready for the change, and so we're there to give them the right tools and educate them on how to work on new changes. And so we're just basically out there. If you guys want to get involved, our website, our Facebook page is MT Community Services. And so we're just out there getting the word out and educating the people, because what do we do when our community is under attack? What do we do when our community is under attack? What do we want Donald Trump to do? What do we want Donald Trump to do? All right, thank you, Houston. From the Houston Socialist Alternative is Brian Harrison. Please join me in welcoming Brian Harrison to the mic.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out tonight, or for this morning, and demanding that Trump shows us his taxes. That's right. My name is Brian Harrison. I'm with Socialist Alternative. We're an organization that fights for policies that benefit working people. I want to talk a little bit. That's right. I want to talk a little bit about this beautiful anti-Trump movement that we've got going on. The anti-Trump resistance is strong. Look at us right here today. It's been almost 100 days since Trump took office, and we have been marching and pushing Trump back at every turn. Whenever he wanted to institute a Muslim ban, we came out in the tens of thousands and pushed it back. When Donald Trump wanted a health care plan that would benefit the rich, we went out to town halls and pushed Trump back. And if it's war that Donald Trump wants, we'll give him a peace movement the likes of which the world has never seen. We must keep this resistance going. The next 3 weeks are going to be pivotal. We've got a number of environmental marches. Donald Trump is horrible on the environment. He's already turned back Obama's climate change progress, and they want to do even more. But even then, May 1st, May Day, a day of labor struggle and a day for fighting for immigrant rights. May Day. Our organization and hundreds across the country are calling for protests and strikes. On the West Coast, the SEIU has passed a resolution for strikes on May 1st. We're calling for everyone here today to come out and protest on May 1st to keep the pressure on, to keep it moving, this resistance moving through to the summer. Now, I hope to see everybody out there. Once again, my name is Brian Harrison with Socialist Alternative. If you want to fight back against Trump and fight for socialist policies, please join us. Thank you very much for coming today.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Next up on our list, joining us today from the Houston Socialist Movement is Dr. David Michael Smith. Please join me in welcoming Dr. David Michael Smith.
So are you fired up yet? That was a little weak. Are you fired up yet? I want to thank Al and all the other organizers of today's activity. The Houston Socialist Movement is very glad to be here with you today and in join you in demanding that Trump release his taxes. You know, Trump should not be the president in the first place, right? Was he democratically elected? No! Is he a white supremacist? Yes! Is he a misogynist? Yes! Do you think anybody who's a white supremacist or a misogynist or an authoritarian could ever be a legitimate president in our country? No, never, never, never again. And now his administration, filled with billionaires and bigots, is rolling back the rights of workers, of women, of people of color, of the LGBT communities. He's escalating military attacks on more countries than we can keep up with and threatening war on the Korean Peninsula. What do we say to that? No! 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 Most of us can agree that our country faces an increasingly grave crisis. And yet, Houston Socialist Movement has a somewhat different perspective, respectfully, than many other folks, and we're going to share that with you very briefly. In our view, demanding the release of Trump's tax returns is just the beginning. We think that the working class majority should stop electing billionaires and millionaires of either party in the first place. And I'll go you one further. It's time to stop seeing great concentrations of wealth as evidence of success. Maybe it's evidence of something else. How many of you work for a living or worked for a living before you retired? How many of you realize that it is workers who produce the wealth in this country? And how many of you realize that our wages and salaries only represent a small percentage of the wealth we produce? For folks like the Houston Socialist Movement, we call that exploitation. But let's be real. Both major parties, at least the major politicians, support capitalism. Frankly, we do not. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some of you may say it's an illusion to believe that fundamental social change could improve our lives. Let me tell you what I think is an illusion. I think it's an illusion to think we'll ever have real full employment, jobs at living wages for everybody, and quality housing, health care, education, and retirement for all without the abolition of capitalism. Fewer claps on that one, that's okay. Similarly, we need to recognize that U.S. foreign policy has long been rooted in the exploitation of foreign countries for the benefit of the wealthy few. We need to stop that. We need to stop the U.S. government from policing the world, overthrowing various regimes, and killing large numbers of people. The world really doesn't like it. Neither should we. For us, the real answer to today's crisis is not just continuing the resistance of which Brian spoke so eloquently a moment ago. The real answer to the crisis that confronts this country is organizing the multiracial, multinational, male and female, young and old, gay and straight and trans, working class majority, forming a new mass political party and social movement, and winning the support of the masses of people for fundamental social change. Let me close by saying, with the utmost of respect for all of you here, regardless of where you come from politically, I deeply hope, as do my comrades, that all of you who began protesting after Trump was elected, please don't stop. Please continue to protest. Even when it's folks from the other party, your party, that are responsible for injustice, right? We've got to stand up against all kinds of injustice. But I want you to know that Houston Socialist Movement and its allies in Greater Houston and throughout Southeast Texas will always welcome your participation in the vital struggles against the threat of fascism, war, police brutality, and all the other forms of oppression inherent in capitalism. Thank you.
All right, joining us last today is somebody said they couldn't hear. Joining us last today is Katrina with Justice Democrats of Houston. She's going to step up and say a little bit more about their group.
Justice Democrats. Hi, I am with Justice Democrats and Justice Democrats Houston, and you can find out more about our organization at justicedemocrats.com or facebook.com/justicedemocratshouston. And one of our main principles is transparency. Do you know what is not transparent? Hiding your taxes.
All right, before we head out on our march, I just wanted to remind you guys that we do have a call to action here today, and that is our postcards that some of you helped us pick the design for by voting on our Facebook poll. We do have a number of them here today that we will be passing out as soon as we complete our march, so that you don't have to find a place to shove them in your pocket or whatever. And you don't want to leave them along the march route, because we are trying to clean up after ourselves, right? All right. We encourage you to take the time to write your thoughts and what you want from your elected officials on the back of them. We will be passing them out once we return back. One of our sister marches, Tax March NYC, developed this really cool web-based app called cluckyourrep.com, like a chicken clucks. You just put in your address, and it will tell you the phone number and address of your local elected official, and you can tell them just what you think on the back of this postcard. They're also available for download on our website, taxmarchhouston.com, in both full color and black and white, so if you've got card stock at home, put that printer to work. Don't let up. It is a nice physical reminder of exactly what you are asking of your elected official, and reminding them to be accountable to you, their constituent. All right. We are going to head out on our march route. As some of you might have seen on Facebook, we did have to edit that march route just a little bit due to construction. Our plan is to head up McKinney, cut across Travis. We will come back down Capitol and back across Smith. Our march route is approximately 7/10 of a mile, so if that is too long, you are welcome to stay here. We will be back. This is where we end, and we will have post-march speakers. The HPD has reminded me to tell you that we are staying on the sidewalks. Please do not get into traffic. Don't play in traffic. That's not why we're here today. We will have the chicken accompany us along the march path. He is our grand marshal of the march. It is a moving vehicle. Please do not play around it. I would appreciate that. You will be able to take plenty of pictures. And by the way, if you have taken pictures today, I encourage you to use our hashtag, which is ChickenDonHou or ChickenDonHOU, so we can put those up and see them. We want to see your pictures or videos. All right, we are going to get the chicken moving, and he's going to have to pull around McKinney so that we can start heading out if we want to